Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to Gold Rush, the game. Now, this sounds like a fantastic, potentially wonderful game. But sadly, due to contractual obligations, it's been released way ahead of schedule, or way before when technically it's ready. So, there's issues with it. Let's have a very brief look here at... Alright, so, what is it? It's like $20 or something? They're asking $20 for this. Right now it's like a couple of dollars off. And apparently there's a DLC for a collector's edition upgrade. Now this is actually being sold as a finished product. So here's the description. It's a sandbox single player experience. Become the gold miner. Work hard, dig deep, explore the world, and you'll become the wealthiest man in Alaska. Use a variety of highly detailed machines to find as much gold as you can. This game is more about the equipment than anything else. I had a brief look earlier. Actually, I had a look at the tech demo, which was okay, actually. Well, within reason. It was okay, but obviously it was a tech demo, so it had lots of problems. As this one does as well, even though this is being sold as the finished product. Okay, I want to go here. I can't... There doesn't seem to be a way of putting down like a waypoint or anything like that. So I'm here, and the bank is here, so I've got to get to here. Ugh. The controls are all very squiffy as well. Damn it! Now, the graphics are really nice, and the environments are really nice. It's just that the environments are also really very dead. There's nobody here. You can actually go ram one of the police cars and nothing happens. Boom! Well, except your hood comes up. This uses the Unity engines. What did I just run into there? This small conifer. Okay, alright. This uses the Unity engine. And because of that, there are issues. You actually have to physically go to the bank to get a loan. It's really annoying. You start off, right now there are only, I think it's 3 parcels, 3 parcels that you can possibly deal with. There's supposed to be 4, so I guess they're still working on the 4th one. You can either buy or rent. So, you know, you've got some basic stats here. One of the things about the game that... Oh, really? I've got to... Okay, so press cancel to go back. Oh, fair enough. One of the disappointing things about this game, after doing some research and talking with various people... oh god, how do I... Wait a minute. What am I going to do next? Okay, go to the bank. Rent the claim. Go to the warehouse. Alright, where's the warehouse? Up the road on the left. Waypoint would be nice. Oh, crying out loud. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. It's more about the equipment than mining the gold or anything like that. It's very much like... well, honestly, it's like a construction simulator or farm simulator or giant machines or stuff like that, you know. If you're into the machinery, then this is probably fun. But beyond that, there's absolutely no skill in this game whatsoever. It's all, you know, it's based around a strip mining mentality. I'll explain it in a moment. Hang on. I've got to do something here. Pan, 6 box, mats, and a bucket. Alright. So E1 add. E1 add. The controls are definitely they need to be refined a little bit, I think. And a $20 used bucket. $20 for that bucket. And then, of course, you check out. Yep. Buy that lot. You find your stuff you ordered dumped outside. We put it here instead of loading into your vehicle for you. Yeah, it's set up in such a way that your profits are made by basically shifting as much dirt as physically possible. There's no thought process in it, you know. As far as I know, the ground isn't even set up that way. You know, trying to figure out where the gold vein might be running, you know, if there is one. Which there isn't at the moment, as far as I know. Trying to... Stupid liftgate. Trying to figure out where the gold vein might be running, or... or even drilling. You know, having some guy come out and drill test holes, so you can try and figure out, okay, I've got this 30 acres of ground to play with. Where is the richest soil? You know, because there's no point in moving dirt if you're only going to get a couple of ounces of gold out of it. In, you know, well, less than a few ounces of gold. You know, but it depends on the mentality. If you're working for a large company that can afford to burn that much fuel, that's fine. But this starts you off as a one-man deal, right? So you'd probably be trying to be as efficient and profitable as possible from the start. And then once you've accrued enough money and you've got the bigger equipment, you know, you can then probably focus on, or rather not focus on the amount of gold you're getting back. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Basically, you know, what a small plant would probably be doing is trying to find a nice gold-rich piece of ground and focusing on that, whereas a large outfit would be more likely just strip mining the entire area and not worrying about, you know, being gold per liter of fuel, right? That's kind of what I'm trying to say, gold per gallon. Yeah, no, that's not in this. This game is set up currently with the strip mining mentality. It's a bit of a shame, to be honest. There's, like I said, there's no skill involved. It's just grind. You know, put as much dirt through the box as you possibly can. That's it. There's no reward for any kind of skill. Nothing like that. There's no management aspect in it, as far as I can see. Oh, I should probably turn the intro. One thing I did notice when I was playing the tech demo is that, hang on. You do have these interesting little bits here. You know, you can replace. Okay. Now I thought you could replace the battery. No, all right. You know, you have to replace the filter. And a lot of the vehicles have that option there. So I would imagine, you know, that would be something you're going to want to look at doing. But there's a lot of opportunity in this game. But it really depends on developers and, of course, what the players want. I think this has a lot of potential to be some... Oh, oops, I think I just broke the truck. Oh no, I'm carrying... Okay, there it is. Yeah, this has a lot of potential. It's just whether they want to go down that route. Like I said, the whole strip mining thing takes away the skill, and to be honest, the fun. The idea of doing strip mining is quite honestly like mind-numbingly tedious. It's it's a rinse and repeat gameplay. Much like Farming Simulator. Although Farming Simulator was mildly more entertaining than just digging a hole. Okay, put that in there. But the music is nice. I will give it that. It's got good music. The graphics are really nice. The vehicles are really nicely modelled. Actually, what I should do is take you to town and show you some of the gear. But it's also been released way too soon. Way too soon. There are way too many bugs in the game. Okay, so I've got that done. Oh, yeah, okay, so this is the gameplay for the first few hours of the game, okay? Dig a hole. And then E. It's mouse click to dig. And then E to empty. Mouse click to dig. And E to empty. And as far as I know, there is no point in trying to figure out, well, where would all the gold be? Right? Because it seems like it's an RNG based on the amount of dirt, rather than anything else. Like I said, there's no geology involved in this game. Okay, one more. And we put that away. And now we pick the bucket up. Okay, and then back to the shovel. Alright, so now we've done that, and we've got that up to 13. We've got to fill our bucket. Put that down. So now we can put those in our bucket, if we can. There we are. There's one. Alright, put that back there. Oh, God. God, that's horrible. Okay, so now we've emptied those into our bucket. Now we can take our bucket and go up to our tent. And we can empty our bucket, a little bit of our bucket. Okay, that was quite a bit of our bucket. Into the gold pan here. And then we take that over here. And we have to click on that to use it. Oh, pants. Okay, we'll put that down again. Because we actually have to take this out and fill it with water. See, this is one of the things that gets me, is there's little details like that in this, but then there are other, details that are missing. Rah! Oh, I've knocked my bucket over. Oh. I haven't actually got my bucket stuck in the floor. Oh dear. Alright, just stay there. Okay. Of course, to use everything, you have to click on it. And then we'll just dip a little bit of water out, and we'll give it a quick run around like this. Okay, and then I think it's shift. And you can pick it up. And that's that one. Next. Dink. So, that's your first few hours of the game. Rinse and repeat. So, what you get is you get a huge, well, not a huge, you get a play area like this with terrain that is deformable to a point. You can't keep digging down until you hit bedrock. That's not actually modeled. You can dig down until you hit the bottom of the area you're allowed to dig. Like trying to dig out here isn't going to work. You saw what happened over there when I was trying to dig in the soil. But yeah, you generally can't dig in places that the game isn't going to let you dig. So you can only dig in these areas that are predetermined, and you can only dig to specific levels that are predetermined, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. But that goes back to what I was saying about how the geology isn't modeled. But it's not about that. It's about, like I said, this is more geared towards the heavy machinery use than the acquisition of gold. That's the feel I get. You know, I've played with Construction Simulator. That's a lot of fun. I haven't played Giant Machines, but that looks like a giggle. And a lot more, the machines are a lot more detailed than the ones in this. Ugh, that's irritating as well. No. And yeah, you are alone in the world. There's no animals, there's no people, and there are plenty of invisible walls everywhere. Okay, so this is the machine area. Oh, come on, stop with the loading. So at the moment, these are your two excavators that you can choose from. Press E to what? Okie dokie. And there's a rusty old loader. Who's this by? This actually looks like an old cat. That's definitely an old caterpillar. But this is titled a blizzard. Huh, interesting. Oh, and a grader, by the look of it. Yeah, it's an old grader. And... I'm not sure what that is. What would that be? Then you got sluice materials as well. The old jig. Stuff that's not ready yet. Oh god, I had to play with this in the tech demo. It was hilarious. It was full of fuel, and this thing lifted it and moved it around like it was nothing. There's definitely some physics issues going on with this game. I'm actually going to refund this. I honestly don't feel that in its current state it's worth the money. So when I get done with playing around with this, I am just going to refund it. Honestly, because it's got that strip mining mentality behind the whole gold mining thing. It's more about the equipment than it is about finding the gold. It's not as appealing to me because, like I said, you know, I've got construction sim and I've got farm sim, so if I want to play with heavy machinery, I can. I've got those things handy. This just to me isn't going to bring anything different than those already bring me. Which is a shame. Because like I said, this actually has a lot of potential. Maybe in the future, it will live up to it. This is all, of course, opinion. This is my opinion. Like I said, there are people out there who will probably love the idea of, you know, mindless, repetitive, heavy machinery work on a computer in a comfy chair. But you know what this does lend itself to really well is a console conversion. Because of its simplistic nature in gameplay, this does lend itself really well to being converted and put onto a console. Huh. Never thought of that. Anyway, we are promised that, you know, it does have day-night cycle. I don't know if your individual, your character, the person you are, whoever this is that you're playing, I don't know if that person actually suffers from, you know, fatigue or heat loss or, you know, frostbite. I don't know if that actually is a thing. But there's seasons, so you know there's a spring, summer, winter, and fall, and I always transpose winter and fall for some reason. I don't know why. Well, like I said, the graphics are really nice. Would I recommend this game in its current state? Absolutely not. It's unfinished. But if you are into mindless, repetitive, tedious, heavy machinery work, this is an okay option. It's unfinished. If you are looking for a finished game that is very similar in nature, I would definitely look into Giant Machines or Farm Simulator. So that's that. The sun's going to go down. I'm going to go sit by the fire. Oh, well, you can't actually sit by the fire. You can stand there and stare at the bench. Oh, wait, you can crouch. Hang on. Hup. There we go. Aha! Ooh, there is something I forgot to mention, actually. Some things you can do in this says, bye! You can play frisbee. And I think I've just lost my pan, actually. Flying off over here somewhere. I wonder if it respawned. Nope, didn't respawn. So I've lost my pan. Here! Where'd you go, pan? I'm probably gonna need you. Well, that's to that. I wonder how far I can throw my bucket. Hang on. Okay. Alright, how far can we throw our bucket? Ready? Ready? And hoop! Now, not that far. Let's try it again. Ready? Back the other way. Hoop! Well, that wasn't back the other way, was it? Yep, thankfully there is no fall damage, so if you fall from a great height, you won't break your feet. What's that? Oh, that's my pan. I should be able to find that again. Where'd it go? There's my pan. Hi. That actually flew pretty well. Let's see if I can do it again. Ready? I went over there somewhere. Alright, sun's gone down. We're now playing around being silly, so I think I'm going to call this here. Oh, there's my pan. Alright, we'll just put my bucket down next to it. Blip. There. Yes, so that is Gold Rush as it stands. It's being continually developed, or it's still being developed. Like I said, it's not finished. It's not what you would expect. Like I said, it's more designed for strip mining. It's about the equipment more than finding the gold. That's the feel I get from the way that it sounds like the developers are taking it. So that's it. I'm gonna go get it refunded. I will see you guys and girls anon.